A Small Oak Tree Runs Red, a wonderful new show here at the Billie Holiday Theater in Brooklyn, USA. And I have the pleasure and privilege of being here with the playwright who I've just met, Lekethia Dolcoe. Lekethia, this story is from 1918 in Valdosta, Georgia, not too far from where I grew up. But this is part of a series of programs and offerings that we're having for Black History Month at AARP New York. Tell us why it's important for us to celebrate our history.
I mean, I think it's important, like a lot of what the play touches on is basically the importance of remembering, because if we don't remember things, like they always say, is able to repeat itself again. But also, like, if we as a group of African American people cut off about over 300 years of our history, just because it might be traumatic or not as easy to be heard, then we are cutting off a huge legacy. So I totally believe it's important to tell our stories, also to give these ancestors, what I call it, a way of mentioning their name and giving those spirits that I often feel maybe lingering because of the way that they were taken out of this world, some type of rest. So I think it's very important for us to tell these type of stories.
Speaking of telling our stories, why is it important to tell this story from an incident that happened in 1918 in Valdosta, Georgia?
Right.
Why was it important for you to tell this story?
Well, it was important to me because one is that the story was so well documented, and that it kind of like made me feel a certain way that I had never heard of the story. And also because she was a young mother, she was pregnant at the time in which she was lynched. It spoke to me because I was a new mother at the time myself. And so to see a woman who was 8 months pregnant and in that type of nesting phase, and to know like what was done to her, it came to a place of empathy. And also, I mean, we often say like these stories happened a long time ago, but lynchings are still happening now, only in different forms. I mean, there were also 3 nooses found in Brooklyn just about a couple of months ago. And yeah, right here in Brooklyn. And as I was telling you earlier, I recently visited the actual site of the lynching. And there was a new placard that was in honor of Mary Turner and those who lost their lives, a little less than a year old. And that placard had 3 fresh bullet holes in it. So it tells you that the climate of anger and unforgiveness is still there on the other side. So it is our responsibility to tell our stories, put the narrative into our own hands, and give honor and legacy and love to these people who live. And that's what I want to do.
Thank you. And you chose to tell the story through a play, through the arts.
Yes.
Tell me about why it's important to tell our stories through the arts.
I mean, honestly, I believe art is the most purest form in which you can create some type of cathartic experience for individual, especially when dealing with history, especially when trying to rewrite history. And only through art and the purity of it can we tell those type of stories and create that imagination to suspend ourselves for about an hour and a half and to see the narrative in a different form. And I mean, there's no other medium in which you can do that other than art. That's the beauty of it.
Speaking of the arts, who are some of your playwrights? Who have been your inspiration in terms of great Black playwrights?
Definitely August Wilson, Lynn Nance,
I know her.
one. Yes, I know. I've met her as well. Dominique Rousseau, Pearl Cleage, and the list goes on and on. Just many writers, and also just many just watching plays and actors and artists has always fed me as a writer.
And you also said that you're an actress too as well. There seems to be some kind of renaissance, some kind of moment going on with Black actresses. So talk about that. What's going on? We're seeing all these wonderful roles, wonderful characters in terms of Black actresses.
I mean, I think it's always been there. I just think that, like you said, we are definitely, and I feel the energy pulsating. We are definitely in another, I say, Black renaissance in regards to the art. And there are now so many different mediums in which one can tell their story in regards to like TV, and people are starting to take notice and the importance of telling diverse voices. So like I said, I think the work has always been there. The opportunity now is arising. And when you give people the opportunity, that's when you change lives, and that's when you can present lives in different forms. So we want more of those opportunities because these artists are here and they're not going anywhere. We just need to give them a platform to tell their stories.
Thank you, Lekethia Dolcoe, A Small Oak Tree Runs Red, Billie Holiday Theater in Brooklyn, USA. Thank you.
We're until March 4th, so you don't have a lot of time, so get out.